Die for me, nigga, I'm damn near perfect. Die for me, nigga, yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see by the title, this video is about me cooking me and Ryan dinner, which is steak, potatoes, peppers, rice, corn, the whole nine. So good. But yeah, I will insert timestamps down below because I also inserted clips of me cooking breakfast and then cleaning up the kitchen, as well as seasoning the meat and things like that. So if you guys are just interested in seeing the dinner portion, then feel free to go down to the description box and refer to the timestamps. But as of now, we are making breakfast. This is just me and Ryan's usual everyday breakfast, which is usually like scrambled eggs with cheese, salt and pepper. Then I'll usually make like French toast or waffles or like, you know, something like that on the side. This is like our everyday breakfast. So yeah.
Stop all that blessing, young nigga don't wanna go there. Never been the gopher, but I always been the soldier. Young niggas in the hood, posted like a vulture. Diving off the stage, in the crowd, it's a mosh pit. Yeah, shawty bad, but she broken, she don't own shit. Mama asked me, son, when the trapping gon' quit. I been by the ground, through the city in my new bitch. Young nigga poppin' with a pocket full of cottage. Hey, whoa, chemo, stop it, chopper, aiming at your noggin. Hey, had to cut the out it, then the top I had to chop it. Niggas pocket watching, so I gotta keep the rocket. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17, same color t-shirt.
And so we just finished eating breakfast. Here I'm just cleaning up the kitchen because I cannot stand cooking when there are pots in the sink or dishes in the sink in general. Mainly because sometimes you'll need a specific something and it'll be in the sink, and I hate having to wash something just to use it. So I prefer to have my kitchen completely clean, all the dishes put away, so that if I do need something, I could just reach into either the dishwasher or the drawer in the cabinets and get what I need and keep it moving. It just makes it so much faster and so much easier and less back and forth, like, you know. Plus, I know all women, we should be taught to clean as we cook anyways, so why would I start cooking in a dirty kitchen? Like, get it together, ladies. That don't even make no sense.
Nigga poppin' with a pocket full of cottage. Hey, whoa, chemo, stop it, chopper, aiming at your noggin. Hey, had to cut the out it, then the top I had to chop it. Niggas pocket watching, so I gotta keep the rocket. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt. White. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt. Mama told me, mama, not to sell. Mama told you, 17, 5, same color t-shirt. What? 1995, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Real mob ties. Real frog eyes. Real whole pies. All time high. Do it for the culture. They gon' bite like vultures. Way back when I was trapping, not Toyotas. I'ma hit the gas. 12 can't pull me over. 12 space. We both go to point, drinking sodas. I get high on my own, sir. Heard you gon' come, sir. Stop all that blessing, young nigga don't wanna go there. Never been the gopher, but I always been the soldier. Young niggas in the hood, posted like a vulture. Diving off the stage, in the crowd, it's a mosh pit. Yeah, shawty bad, but she broken, she don't own shit. Mama asked me, son, when the trapping gon' quit. I been by the ground, through the city in my new bitch. Young nigga poppin' with a pocket full of cottage. Hey, whoa, chemo, stop it, chopper, aiming at your noggin. Hey, had to cut the out it, then the top I had to chop it. Niggas pocket watching, so I gotta keep the rocket. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17, 5, same color t-shirt. Mama told me not to sell.
Here I'm just showing you guys the steak that I'm going to cook. It is already defrosted. I had it sitting in the fridge overnight. so that it could defrost in time. Because I really hate defrosting my meat in the microwave. I mean, if I have to, I will, but I really try to avoid doing that. Just because, yeah, I'd rather it just naturally defrost. But anywho, this is me cleaning the steak now. Please tell me you guys are cleaning your meat every single time. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I never used to really clean my ground beef or like my red meat, but now I do. I feel like I need to always clean any piece of meat that's gonna go inside of my body, just because look at all of that blood and that, like, just whatever else is in there that we cannot see at the naked eye. Like, you should be cleaning your meat with vinegar and lemon juice, or actual lemon and limes. Like, I really want to get to the point where I'm doing that, like using sliced lemons and sliced limes. But for now, we're using vinegar because I ain't got no lemon juice. But please, it is 2023, ladies and gentlemen. If you are not cleaning your meat, it leads me to believe that you are not cleaning your feet. Like, it just don't make no sense. 2 + 2 = 4 every time. So clean your meat, please. It's good for you. It's good for you. Just clean the meat.
Mama told me, mama, not to sell. Mama told you. 75, same color t-shirt. 1995, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Real mob ties. Real frog eyes. Real whole pies. All time high. Do it for the culture. They gon' fight like vultures.
Now, I am dead ass wrong, because as I'm watching this video, I realized I did not even rewash my cutting board. And I'm only cooking for my family, just me and my child, but still, I usually always wash my cutting board in between, just because I don't like cross-contamination. I just had the steak on that board, and now I got my vegetables on there, and that's really irritating that I'm watching it back right now. But, I mean, hey, I'm being honest. I'm a mom. I'm only cooking for my family. I make mistakes too, but I usually always clean my board in between. Anyways, this is me using some veggie wash that I got from the grocery store. I feel like it works a little bit stronger than just using water, like to get the pesticides and stuff off my vegetables. And I just feel like my vegetables just feel a little bit more squeakier clean when I use the veggie wash. So if you guys are wondering, that is just something that I picked up at the grocery store. They do have that in like Stop and Shop. I mean, your local grocery store, you know, wherever you shop, they have that. And so we're just gonna dice up our peppers. That's all. I just like to, you know, dice them regular, ain't no special way. I take out that, I don't know what that's in the middle is called, but that, like, those guts with the seeds and stuff, I usually pull that out, and then I'll cut all the little white remnants, like whatever the little remnants of the, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. If you cut peppers, that middle, all that white shit in the middle, I'll be cutting that out, and then I rinse my peppers out to get all the seeds off, and then I'm just slicing them the long way, just casual, regular, nothing too crazy. My bad for the poor angle that you're seeing right here. I don't know why I even thought to move the camera, because it was like perfect where it was. But yeah, y'all get the gist. I'm just continuing cutting my peppers.
Mama told me, mama, not to sell. Mama told you. 75, same color t-shirt. 1995, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Real mob ties. Real frog eyes. Real whole pies. All time high. Do it for the culture. They gon' fight like vultures. Way back when I was trapping, not Toyota. I'ma hit the gas. 12 can't pull me over. 12 space. We both go to point, drinking sodas. I get high on my own, sir. Heard you gon' come, sir. Stop all that blessing. Young nigga don't wanna go there. Never been the gopher, but I always been the soldier. Young niggas in the cut, posted like a vulture. Driving off the stage in the crowd, it's a mosh pit. Yeah, shawty bad, but she broken, she don't own shit. Mama asked me, son, when the trapping gone.
Now, normally I wouldn't add the whole peppers, and you're gonna see me add an onion here too, which I also diced up the entire onion. Usually I will only use like half of everything, half of each pepper, half of an onion, but I learned to dice up the thing completely. Dice up whatever completely. So if I'm using peppers, if I'm using onions, I'll dice up the entire thing, and then whatever I don't use, I'll put in the freezer, because I realize my veggies be spoiling and I don't like that, because I really hate going to the grocery store. So having to continuously go for little stuff like peppers and onions and potatoes, things like that, like, it's irritating. So I learned to just dice up the entire of whatever I'm cutting, and then I'll just put the rest in the freezer, so that way next time it's already diced and ready to go. I just gotta defrost it.
Nigga poppin' with a pocket full of cottage. Hey. Whoa, chemo, sobbing, chopper, aiming at your noggin. Hey. Had to cut the audit, then the top I had to chop it. Niggas pocket watching, so I gotta keep the rocket. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17.5, same color t-shirt. White. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17.5, same color t-shirt. Yeah.
Okay, here we are again with the horrible angle, but yeah, here I'm just seasoning my steak with dry seasoning now after I've added my peppers and onions. And I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I don't have no specific recipe for nothing that I cook. I just be adding whatever is in the cabinet, okay? The main things is salt, pepper, garlic, onion. I be adding a little chili pepper here and there. Damn, ooh, look at that. Look well seasoned. But yeah, I just be adding whatever's in my cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Just keep trying. Every time you cook, just try something different. Add a little something different. And you gonna get there, because I don't even be knowing what I be doing. I just be throwing whatever's in my cabinet, okay? And look at that. Beautiful. So now here I'm cooking my rice. Well, I'm prepping my rice, because again, clean your rice. Okay? Stop being lazy. Clean the rice. Thank you. Chopper, aiming at your noggin. Had to cut the audit, then the top I had to chop it. Niggas pocket watching, so I gotta keep the rocket. Mama told me not to sell word. Mama 17.5, same color t-shirt. Mama told me. This is me just practicing a little Caribbean trick. Yeah, we just use our fingers to measure our water when it comes to our rice. The line on your finger, it's hard to explain, but if you're Caribbean, you got a Caribbean grandparent. I don't know any other cultures that do it, but maybe it's just an old school thing. But yeah, I measure my rice with my finger, and it comes out great every time. So here you're gonna see me seasoning my rice, which I don't know. This is just how I was taught to cook rice. Like, I always season my rice. I heard that the way that your water tastes, like your rice water, is the way that your rice is gonna taste. So I always add a little salt, pepper, butter, thyme. What else I add? Sometimes chicken bouillon or a little chicken stock. You know those little packets of chicken cock soup? I love to add those for flavor. Yeah, just season your rice and then taste the water, like, and that's how your rice is gonna taste. And for my corn, I simply just empty the corn in there. I drain a lot of the water out, but I do keep some of the water that comes in the can. Here you see me manhandling the salt because I was very low. So I'm trying to get the little remnants of salt. I also use butter, I use pepper, and I use sugar in my corn. That's it, that's all.
Mama told me, mama not to sell. Mama told you. 17.5, same color t-shirt. 1995, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Real mob ties. Real frog eyes. Real whole pies. All time high. Do it for the culture. They gon' fight like vultures. Way back when I was trapping, not Toyota. I'ma hit the gas. 12 can't pull me over. 12 space cool. We both Yoda pouring, drinking sodas. I get high on my own, sir. Heard you gon' come, sir. Stop all that blessing. Young nigga don't wanna go there. Never been to go for she don't own shit. Mama asked me when the trapping gone.
Also, I don't know if anybody's ever told y'all, but let me be the first to tell y'all, if not, that when you are cooking rice, do not mix your rice with a spoon. Always use a fork, because the spoon will make your rice soft. So I was just putting a little butter in there and chopping the butter up. But yeah, never mix your rice with a spoon. Always use a fork. Always use a fork. And here, I added a little oil into the pot, letting that get a little hot, so when my steak touches it, it'll get a little sizzle to it. And I'm picking out the peppers now. Like I said, I'm cooking for my family, so yeah, I'm using my fingers because it's faster. But yeah, I just take the peppers out and I cook the meat. I just kind of like sear it, like kind of get it like almost cooked, but not really, like not even really halfway cooked. Just like you just want to brown it a little bit. You want to get it in the pot, a little sizzle, a little sazzle, you know, a little razzle dazzle before you really cook it with like the peppers and the beef stock and all that other stuff. Yeah, so now you see all that good stuff that's left? All that good stuff? Yeah, you're going to mix that with the peppers that you got sitting on the side. And that's what you're going to use to add to your gravy. And it's going to add all the last little bit of flavoring. All the last little bit of flavoring that you need up in that pot. And then you see I got my chicken stock over there. Yeah, I always keep chicken stock on deck. But you can use chicken or beef because obviously steak is beef. So either or will do. But I just always have chicken stock. So I always usually use that one. And so yeah, after you basically brown your meat, you know, give it a little toss and brown it, you know, meat looking all nice and brown, you're going to add your chicken stock or your beef stock. I'm pretty sure you can use like water too, but chicken and beef stock have more flavor in, so it's much better to use that. And yeah, you just add that, give it a little stir, then you can put the lid on the top. You're going to let it simmer. This is where the meat really cooks, okay? You gotta be careful because you don't want to overcook your meat either, because steak will get very tough if it's overcooked, okay? And this is me checking my rice. Okay, so now I am stirring the pot a little bit, and then I ended up cutting up some potatoes off camera. And then, yeah, my meat has been cooking for about 10-15 minutes, simmering with the broth. And then that's when I'll add my potatoes. And then, like, maybe like 5-7 minutes after that, I will add my peppers and my onions. Now, you don't want to wait too long to add your potatoes because you don't want your meat to be overcooking while you're waiting for your potatoes to get soft. So be mindful of that. And don't forget to add your potatoes so they can soften up with your meat. And I also didn't get me adding my peppers on camera, but I ended up adding them in there not too long after. Like I maybe let it cook like 5-7 minutes, and then I added my peppers as well. Now I don't know about y'all, but I always taste my food as I cook. Like I feel like I just have to, because I'm not one to wait until last minute and realize that my food is either too salty or not flavored enough, and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fix it right then and there. So I always taste my food as I cook, period. And then this is me adding a little flour to the top, you know, mix it in. This is what's gonna make your gravy, okay? Just adding a little bit of flour. Do not add too much. Always add a little bit at a time, and watch as the consistency thickens, and then you dictate if you want to add more or not. Here I just inserted a clip of the finished product. This is what it looked like when I was done cooking everything. That's what my gravy looks like. And I forgot to take a picture of this actual plate when I served it. So I inserted a picture of another time I cooked this steak. And boom, that shit looks so fire and it tasted so fire too. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.